10-2. Put some damn respect on our names. What's going on, everybody? Spunky Nights 91 coming, guys, with another video. Coming at you guys with my Eagles Ravens post-game recap. So the Eagles going to Baltimore and they defeat the Baltimore Ravens by a score of 24-19. The Eagles are 10-2, and they are still very much on the heels of the Detroit Lions for that number one playoff spot. Wow. So this game right here, like a lot of games for the Eagles, us Eagles fans are on our heels. We're like, what the hell is going on? Why are you guys not doing this? Why are you guys not doing that? It started off pretty rocky for the Eagles. Baltimore, their first possession, they get a field goal. Second possession, they get a touchdown. You think to yourself, okay, the Eagles, not only offensively but defensively, they gotta wake the hell up. Eagles offense begins to wake up. They're able to get, 2 touchdowns in the first half. Baltimore able to get a field goal at the end of the first half. Score is 14-12 at halftime. The Eagles, being a second half team, they got a couple lucky breaks. Justin Tucker, the Hall of Fame kicker of the Baltimore Ravens, missing some big field goals for the Ravens. But then the Eagles' offense, they had moments right there where they just couldn't capitalize. Eventually, the Eagles are able to wear them down. Saquon Barkley with a touchdown run late in the game. Eagles are able to pull this thing out. Baltimore did they did have a jump time touchdown late in the fourth quarter, but the Eagles took care of business in the second half. Defense, they stepped their game up. You could see when they were down 9-0, you see leadership from C.J. Gardner-Johnson talking to those boys, and those boys responding. Zach Bond. Huge stop this guy had on fourth down later in the game. Pay the man. That's all I gotta say about Zach Bond. Pay the man. Do not let that guy go sign somewhere else in free agency. Pay the man. I remember when they signed this guy in the offseason, I had no idea who he was. He was just a player from the New Orleans Saints. But now, I know who the hell Zach Bond is. And the league knows who the hell Zach Bond is. He has been nothing shy of exceptional. Just absolutely exceptional with the this season for the Eagles. And he's earned every penny of that payday that's coming his way this offseason. Speaking of earning every penny of their payday, Saquon Barkley. In the battle of the number one rusher, the number two rusher, Barkley and Derrick Henry, Barkley wins that battle. Barkley, another great day. Like I said, big touchdown for us that pretty much put it away. Over 100 yards rushing. He wins that battle between him and Henry, and he firmly stays on top as the number one rusher in the league. And the MVP chants are getting louder and louder for Saquon Barkley. Thank you again, New York Giants organization, for absolutely botching free agency with Saquon Barkley last year, because he has been exceptional. Now I'm going to say this right now. You'll never see me go and get ahead of myself or anything. I take it 1 week, 1 game at a time. But this Eagles team right now, there's something there. 8 straight wins. Defense is just playing their asses off. It's not just a great defensive line. We actually have a very good secondary. And we have the best running back in the league right now. There's no and, ifs, or buts. Barkley is the best running back in the league right now. The numbers don't lie. Jalen Hurts no longer has to be that guy that throws the ball 30-something plus times a game. He now has legitimate help. That takes a lot of pressure off of him. So I'm not the kind of Eagle fan that gets too ahead of myself and say, oh, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. That's not me. But I'm telling you right now, this team has the tools in place. They actually have competent coordinators. The sky's the limit for this team. I'm just gonna leave it at that. The sky is the limit for what this team can accomplish. Now, I wish that we gotta start getting out the better starts. We start slow and then we get it going as the game goes on. But we gotta be consistent throughout the game. I'm gonna go over the scoring summary here real quick, and of course the stats of the players. I did a little bit of that earlier, but here we go now. In the first quarter, with 9 minutes and 21 seconds left on the clock, Justin Tucker kicked a 34-yard field goal. 3-0 Baltimore Ravens. In the first quarter as well, Mark Andrews, one of the best tight ends of the game, caught a 14-yard touchdown pass from Lamar Jackson. There's a missed extra point is missed. 9-0 Ravens. With 8 minutes and 4 seconds left in the second quarter, Dallas Goedert caught a 17-yard touchdown pass from Jalen Hurts. Jake Elliott made the extra point, 7-9 Ravens. With 2 minutes left in the second quarter, Jalen Hurts with a 1-yard Philly shove touchdown. It was a botch, almost fumbled, but he grabbed the ball. He was able to stand and get the touchdown. Jake Elliott with the extra point. 14-9 Eagles. And the Eagles will never relinquish the lead after this. Never would. Late in that second quarter, Justin Tucker kicked a 50-yard field goal. 14-12 at halftime. In the fourth quarter, with 7 minutes and 56 seconds left on the clock, Saquon Barkley with a 25-yard touchdown run. Jake Elliott with the extra point. 21-12 Eagles. With 1 minute and 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter, Jake Elliott with a 35-yard field goal. 24-12 Eagles. Isaiah Likely catches an 11-yard touchdown pass with 3 seconds left on the clock from Lamar Jackson. Justin Tucker kicks the extra point. It's 24-19 Eagles. Like I said, that was a jump time touchdown. The Ravens try to go for a onside kick. Eagles recover, and that's the game. Now, not exceptional, not blow them out type of numbers by Jalen Hurts, but the important thing is he didn't turn the ball over. He was 11 for 19, 118 yards, 1 touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 23 carries for 107 yards, 1 touchdown. A.J. Brown, 5 receptions for 66 yards. Here's the total numbers here. Like I said, 11 for 19, 118 yards from Jalen Hurts. One passing touchdown, of course, one rushing touchdown. Rushing, Saquon Barkley, 23 carries for 107 yards, 4.7 average a carry. 1 touchdown by Saquon Barkley. Jalen Hurts, 9 carries for 29 yards. Average 3.2 a carry, 1 touchdown rushing. Will Shipley, 1 carry for 4 yards. Receiving wise, A.J. Brown, 5 receptions, 66 yards, 13.2 average a catch. Dallas Goedert, 3 catches for 35 yards, 11.7 average a catch. 1 receiver touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 2 carries for catches for 10 yards, 5.0 average a catch. Jahan Dotson, 1 catch for 7 yards. Defensively, Zach Bond all over the place again. 8 tackles, 5 tackle assists, half a sack. Nakobe Dean, 5 tackles, 5 tackle assists. Cooper Sajin, who had a huge tackle on Derrick Henry, 5 tackles. Tristan McCollum, 4 tackles. Isaiah Rodgers, 4 tackles. Nolan Smith, 3 tackles, 5 tackle assists. He also had a sack. Jalen Carter, 3 tackles, 1 tackle assist, also had a sack. Reed Blankenship, 3 tackles, 1 tackle assist. Jalen Hunt, 1 tackle, 1 tackle assist, had half a sack. Owen Burks, 1 tackle. Jordan Davis, 1 tackle, 1 tackle assist. C.J. Gardner-Johnson, 1 tackle. Quinyon Mitchell, 1 tackle. Keely Ringo had a tackle assist. Milton Williams, tackle assist. Kick return, Kenneth Gainwell returned 1 for 23 yards. Britton Covey, 4 returns for 29 yards, 7.2 average a punt return. Jake Elliott, 1 return, 1 field goal, 100% obviously, 35-yard field goal. He scored 6 total points for the Eagles. Braden Mann was great today as well because he had some punts that put the Baltimore Ravens offense deep into their field. Absolutely huge the way he showed up for us with his punting, just pinning the Baltimore Ravens offense back, making it difficult for them to score. So Braden Mann, 6 punts for 307 yards, 51.2 average a punt, 5 inside the 20. So You know, the Eagles, one of their biggest struggles were the past couple of years finding a viable punter, but I think they found their guy now with Brady Mann. Total yards here. Eagles had 252 total yards. Baltimore had 372 total yards. Passing yards, Eagles 112 yards. Baltimore 206 yards passing. Rushing yards, Eagles 140 yards. The Ravens did have 166 yards with Lamar Jackson and Henry. Yards per play, Eagles had 4.7 yards per play. Baltimore 5.2 per play. When it comes to first downs, Eagles had 17, Baltimore had 24. Third down efficiency, Eagles 4 for 12, Baltimore 6 for 15. Fourth down efficiency, Eagles 1 for 1, Baltimore 1 for 2. Total plays ran, Eagles ran 54, Baltimore ran 71. Total sacks, Eagles sacks allowed, Eagles allowed 2, Baltimore allowed 3. Total punts, Eagles punted 6 times, Baltimore punted 4 times. Total penalties, Eagles had 8 penalties for 55 yards on them. Baltimore had 4 for 20. Yeah, no, a lot of penalties going against the Eagles in this game. Fumbles lost, neither team lost a fumble. Neither team threw an interception. Time of possession, Eagles held the ball for 26 minutes and 9 seconds. Baltimore held the ball for 33 minutes and 51 seconds. So as you can see by that, Baltimore had the advantage in most of those categories. They held the ball longer. They got more yards. More penalties went against us than against them. They were better on third down than we were. But they still lost. They still lost. Like the officiating was just awful. Like defensive players on the Eagles like Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis were being held constantly, and the referees were not calling that, but they were throwing the flag on the Eagles so many times in this game. And like I said, they gained more yards, rushing, passing, yards per play, total plays ran, time of possession. They dominated that, but they still lost. and Justin Tucker, just a rough day for Justin Tucker. Like so many, 3 field goals missed, extra points missed. Justin Tucker is definitely a Hall of Fame kicker, but this has been a rough year for him. It truly has been. Jake Elliott has had his rough moments this year as well, but he was great today. He was good for us last week. Crossing our fingers, absolutely crossing our fingers that he's great for us in the upcoming weeks. Because the Eagles got some challenges ahead of them. Next week they play the Carolina Panthers, a 1 o'clock game. I'm not gonna sleep on the Carolina Panthers. A lot of people might say, "Oh, the Eagles should have no problem with this team," but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna put some respect on the Panthers because that team absolutely took the Chiefs to war, and they nearly beat the Chiefs. And they almost beat the Buccaneers today, but the Buccaneers were able to win that game at OT. And the Buccaneers, of course, beat the Eagles this year. So I'm not going to sleep on the Carolina Panthers. I am not sleeping on them. 1 o'clock game at home at the Link. Definitely not a team that I'm going to sleep on. So I'm going to enjoy this win. All these Eagle haters out there that's going on say, "Oh, the Eagles have not played anybody. Oh, the Eagles are going to lose to the Ravens." Every week y'all say we're going to lose. Every week y'all say we haven't played nobody. And we just continue to win. Now, I'm picking against the Eagles each week, but I'm doing that as reverse psychology with the hope that obviously the Eagles go out there and do the opposite of what I said is going to happen. So I do believe in my team. Let's make that very clear. I do believe my team The way I look at it is like, hey, ever since I've been picking them to lose, they've been winning. So I'm like, why drop it if it's been working? 8 straight wins, so why, if something ain't broken, why try to fix it? Because ever since I've been picking the opponent to beat them, the Eagles have been getting the job done. So I'm gonna stick with what I'm doing. But of course, deep down, I do believe in this team. I do believe we can beat, when the Eagles are at their very best, we can beat anybody. I honestly do believe that. When this team is at their very best, when the defense is balling, the offense is balling, special teams is balling, the Eagles can beat anyone in this league. I honestly do believe that. But yeah, I mean, this is a weird game, man, where there were so many penalties against us. The Ravens just dominated in time of possession, passing, offensive yards. Penalties were going their way, but the Eagles still won. The Eagles still won. This was a great challenge for the Eagles. I knew it was going to be. That final score really should have been 24-12, but jump time touchdown by the Ravens made 24-19 with the extra point. But like I said, just finding ways to win. That's all that matters to me, and that's the thing about this Eagles team. They can beat you in so many different ways, and even when things don't look good for them, like for a while there in this game, it did not. They found a way to win, and that's the important thing. So, Eagles finally beating Lamar Jackson. It's been a little bit of a struggle against Lamar Jackson. But getting that win against Lamar Jackson feels good. The Ravens are a good football team, and I do see them getting into the playoffs. I can't say they're going to win that division because right now, Pittsburgh right now is the favorite in that division right now. But they are a good football team, and it's a good chance. It's definitely a good chance that we, I'm not gonna get far ahead of myself, but we could possibly see this team down the road. I'm just gonna say that. Nothing but respect for the Baltimore Ravens organization. John Harbaugh is Eagles alum as a coach. Spent many years with us as a coach, special teams coordinator and stuff. Nothing but love and respect for Coach Harbaugh. Lamar Jackson, one of my favorite players in the league. The guy's a former MVP, of course. Two-time MVP, if I'm not mistaken. Derrick Henry, has been one of the best running backs in the league for years, and is still one of the best running backs in the league. He's the number 2 rusher in the league after, of course, I got Barkley. Zay Flowers, nothing but respect for him. I got nothing but respect for the Baltimore Ravens organization. But it feels good to go into Baltimore and get this win. Must needed win because the Eagles right now they are on the heels with the Lions. They also are neck and neck with the Minnesota Vikings with 10-2 records. So the Eagles are not only playing to win the NFC East, they are playing to get that number 1 seed in the NFC. Can they do it? Absolutely. Are they going to be challenged? Absolutely, because we still got teams like Pittsburgh. We still got to see Washington again. So, yeah, Eagles got to stay on top of their game. They got to continue to handle their business, and whatever happens, the Eagles handle their business by continuing to win. We'll see if everything else falls in place in the Eagles' favor, for that number 1 seed. But again, the Eagles beat the Baltimore Ravens 24-19. They are now 10-2 on the season. They got a home game next Sunday, 1 o'clock at home against the Carolina Panthers. And like I just said, I'm not sleeping on the Panthers. That's a team that almost beat the defending Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs, and they were in a neck and neck battle today with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So I'm not sleeping on them. Don't think, it's going to be a cakewalk victory for the Eagles. Obviously, that's what we want, but don't go into that game with an expectation. That team they're showing they do have some pride about them, and they're going to continue the battle to the very end. So we cannot go into this game overconfident, because if we do, they come close to beating some some good teams. Like I said, the Chiefs and the Buccaneers. They came very close to be playing spoiler to those teams. We damn sure don't want them to play spoiler to us. So let's enjoy this win. Let's get ready for those Carolina Panthers, who will be coming to Philadelphia next Sunday. So it just a weird game, man. Just truly a weird game. I thought this was going to be a big game by the Eagles through the air, because the Ravens had the number 2 rushing defense coming to this game, but they had like number 25th pass defense. So just weird, man. One of the worst pass defense, but one of the best rushing defenses. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, this is probably gonna be a game where Hurts is gonna have over 300 yards passing. They're gonna put the ball through the air quite a bit to exploit this defense. But ultimately, Hurts only completed 11 passes in total in this game. Only put up 11. Like I said, 11 passes total in this game, and 16 pass attempts. I think that's what I said earlier. It's just it's crazy. It definitely did not go the way that I expected. I said 16 times in the air, but 19 times in the air. So it's weird how this game went. It's weird how Baltimore dominated, time possession. They had penalties go there, that was going in their favor. Third down, they were better than us on that. They gained more yards, but yet we still won. I guess that's just the way it goes sometimes in the NFL. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this thing up. At this point, I'm just drawing this video out longer and longer. But, let's enjoy this win. Let's get ready for those Carolina Panthers next Sunday. As always, go Birds. Spunky 1991 is out of here. Flag is fly. Peace.
That's all, folks.